This is the World Championship of Online Poker 2010. You're most welcome to our coverage of the most exciting poker festival anywhere on the planet, trademarked. I'm Nick Wealthall. I'm going to bring you all of the action from event number 2, the $10,300 high roller, a $2 million guarantee that was obliterated by the 313 runners, creating that huge prize pool and a first place of $605,000 and change. Now, historically, this final table has been nothing less than awesome. Let's see if these 9 can keep up the high standard of this high roller event. bmwmcoupe would be your chip leader going to hand number 1. And very tightly packed stacks as the early going saw Wahlbeck and Vick Is God both move up the leaderboard. Ville Wahlbeck, of course, a Team PokerStars Pro representative here at this final table. So a very high pedigree of player, as you'd expect. We're going to pick up the action in hand number 12 with the blinds at 2,500, 5,000. And CrabMaki will get the action going. As you can see, deeper stacks than you're used to if you've been watching our Sunday Millions coverage. If you haven't had a chance to check out previous WCOOP action, then the shows are still on PokerStars.tv. And they're well worth a watch, as these will all be. You get to see some really exciting poker because of the deeper stacks at the final table. Antesvante. Well, flat call here. Diamonds all over the place. And a straight draw for Antesvante. Top pair, top kicker for CrabMaki. Antesvante, very successful player on Stars, of course. Winner of a Sunday 500, a Super Tuesday, and a Sunday Million. Looking to add a WCOOP to that ridiculously impressive CV. Well, CrabMaki will bet top pair, top kicker. And how does Antes want to play this straight draw? I guess he could flat call, but he could also do that. All in, and an easy call for CrabMaki. And Antesvante will be in jeopardy on the first hand that we watch. 2 of diamonds means that he can't hit a diamond for his straight, so now needs a queen or a straight card. 2 of clubs is not going to change anything. CrabMaki will knock out Antesvante, a Swedish player, great tournament player. 9th place for him in the high roller, $54,775 into his account. We'll jump on a decent amount to hand 35. The blinds have gone up to 3,000, 6,000. I've held it in as long as I can. You are receiving commentary from the 372nd finisher in event 1 of the WCOOP. That's over a 300% return on investment. Pretty sick stuff from me. PokerJamers raises. It's disappointing that I am a little bit proud of it, isn't it? bmwcoupe 3 bets. PokerJamers with the decision. He doesn't have that deeper stack, does he? 20 big blinds and getting 3 bet from an aggressive player. Yeah, the money goes in. I think there's only one way to play that, unfortunately for him. He is in the dominated spot here. Kings all over PokerJamers' 9s, and that flop doesn't do anything to change very much. PokerJamers on his way out of this event unless he can find a 9 on the river. 2 outs for the win. No good. bmwcoupe accelerates to the top of the leaderboard. That's an awful joke, and I really feel bad about it. PokerJamers, 8th place, $75,120 for him. Another excellent player departs. The other players will be glad to see the back of him. One of the top-ranked online players on the tournament scene. 3rd place in a scoop to his name, and now a final table of WCOOP. But no further, and we're 7-handed as we see Ville Wahlbeck open with 9s in hand 43, and SMS will shove. He's sending a message with that shove. He does get the call from the 9s. I'm making jokes at the same level as my dad makes jokes today. I do apologise to all of you. Nice flop for Wahlbeck, and SMS is in danger here. Needs to improve. Jack of spades won't get it done. We could be 6-handed. We are 6-handed. And that did not take long. Ville Wahlbeck eliminates SMS 9231. The American player finishes 7th, $106,000 and a bit of change for him. Adding to the Scoop event he won this year, that's Mohsin Charania. And Mohsin, I apologise if I've butchered your name. I do it a lot. 6 max game all of a sudden then at the high roller. And, well, this is what dreams are made of for LooneyGerbil. A raise and 2 flat calls in front of him with pocket queens in the small blind. Just a case of his bet sizing here. He's going to make it just under 49k, which is 3x the bet size. Surprised to make it a little bit more. Just because he's out of position, there are so many players in the pot. I don't think any of these players have got the hand strength to continue, and I think massively incorrectly. Because Ville Wahlbeck will see a flop here in position, and we can see he's in a dominated spot. He obviously won't know that. Well, this is an interesting situation. Not the flop LooneyGerbil wanted to see. But then again, I don't think there's too many aces in Ville Wahlbeck's range here. Obviously, ace-queen is unlikely because LooneyGerbil holds 2 of the queens, and ace-king he probably would have re-raised. But Ville will get creative here. Well, this is obviously his plan for the hand, that he wanted to flat a lot of flops. He has a gut shot, but of course that's not why he's called the flop. He's looking to take this away from LooneyGerbil. You don't want to take things away from LooneyGerbil. He goes mad with his tiny but oversized front teeth. Just a pot-sized bet for LooneyGerbil. What would you do, is the question. Is this a close your eyes and put the money in situation, or do you give up? Or do you even check and let him bluff? That would be a particularly stupendous read. Well, we knew that Ville Wahlbeck was going to make this play. No other reason for him to call the flop. Will it work? It will not work. Well, LooneyGerbil has figured out exactly what's going on here and just needs to hold up on the river. Oh, and the king transforms the hand. Ville Wahlbeck from behind makes a creative play. It blows up in his face, and then he comes up smelling of roses on the river. Heartbreak for LooneyGerbil. The Australian player couldn't really have read that situation any better, but it doesn't do him any good. He's out in 6th place. Drama on the river then, and should just confirm LooneyGerbil left us with $137,000 in change. Big, big money here. Of course, it is a 10k buy-in event, and we're going to be 5-handed. The blinds are 3.5, 7,000. So several players with, well, just under 100 big blinds. And that's around about your average stack, maybe a touch less. So a huge amount of play. I don't know if you've played in a WCOOP event yet, but I played in the first event. I'd been playing for 6 hours. I had just over average chips, and I had 72 big blinds after playing 6 hours in an online tournament and only being average chips. That, my friends, is quality structure. You do need to not plan anything else in your diary, though. I should make that perfectly clear. Top pair here for Vick Is God. And that bet will get rid of Team PokerStars Pro Ville Wahlbeck. Al will call. And spike a 9, which is always nice. Turn 2 pair. Now, will Vick Is God bet again, or will he pot control here? He will bet again. $56.5, and Al will just call. 2 of hearts on the river means that the 9-8 is still good. And Vick Is God has to decide whether to value bet or not. He'll be tempted to get value out of hands like Queen Jack and Queen 10, that kind of thing. Yeah, he does make the bet. And also 11, which is the other pronunciation of that screen name that is acceptable, will just call. So, nice size pot to the German player.